good news for NIO shareholders because NIO stock has a potential 5,529% upside by 2030 if it can reach a Tesla-like price-to-sales ratio of around 20 while maintaining its annual growth rate of 16%. This translates to a share price of around $247, which is much, much higher than it trades today at $4.39, which gives us that massive upside. Now, the revenue growth should be pretty attainable given NIO's recent investments this year, and a price-to-sales ratio of 20, I'll admit, is incredibly high, but it's absolutely not out of the picture, and the real reason that I'm using a price-to-sales ratio of 20 when I'm calculating NIO's potential upside is because this represents pretty much the highest the stock can realistically go at the time in 2030. Assuming that NIO is going to be the next Tesla in terms of hype, in terms of valuation and growth. Tesla's valuation multiple was in the 20s for a good length of time from 2020 to 2022. And, how likely is this? Well, it's probably not terribly likely, but it certainly can't be ruled out because we've witnessed crazier things happen in the past. The Chinese EV market is shaping up to be something massive that NIO's going to be a part of, and if they can take control of that, if they can increase their presence, the sky's the limit, really. I mean, if you take a look at the tech sector right now, we're seeing some stocks like Nvidia with a price-to-sales ratio of 35 and above right now, and if the Chinese market is going to be the next technology sector where we see just massive valuations, then, like I said, we can't rule anything out for NIO when it comes to potential upside. But do be warned, it isn't without its risks because the debt to equity is getting a bit higher, sitting at 89%, and the stock has been incredibly volatile lately, seeing massive price swings almost daily. And when it comes to where the price will be in 2030, I think it's all going to hinge on the price to sales multiple because that's going to multiply the returns that an investor sees pretty much regardless of how the company grows from now until then. And I mean, back to how likely is it that the price to sales ratio is going to be 20 or above? Honestly, it's not very, but like I said, crazier things can and have happened. So investors that believe in NIO's ability to take up Chinese EV market share and can look past some short-term volatility may be massively, massively rewarded looking out past 2030 and beyond with potential 5,000% gains.